My friend told her precious, might not again, she too messy, no flex. Rose gold ornaments, drop 210, car game with no 10. Gotta you the door, you can hop in front of tip, boy, 9 in the vent. Granted immunity still didn't tell. Skeletons in my closets and they scared of me and shit. Under the bed, screaming, rock me, kid. I put water on my head, then she couple ox play, then they still got. I done, but they still ain't. Reason I use my line is cause she. No cap.
I've been getting it since a toddler. I keep dollars on my head. Been a real one is my motto. Handle my problems, I ain't scared. I put Prada on my collar, cause she proud of what I said. I'm a leader, I got on following my footsteps like I'm Montana, make them shit. Black on black, new phantom in the backseat. I'm from Atlanta with these condo like the.
It's an. Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Clippers come into town for this one. We're live from Portland where the Trailblazers have home court advantage. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our side. Sideline reporting.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances easier than that.
Back to George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Leonard, no luck. Takes it out to Covington. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And the pace of this game, Chris, unlikely to be high. Both of these teams like to slow it down. And, Chris, as you know, run half-court sets.
Yeah, they don't want to turn this into a boat race. Chances will be limited, and it's crucial. Games like this,
Trains the three-pointer.
Jackson has improved his three-point stroke. He can't be left alone from outside.
Pass to Nurkic. Oh, good with the triple. Leonard looking over the floor. Now, here's Zubac. Six on the shot clock. Pulls it up. George with the bucket.
A guy with George's focus can shrug off the contact. He won't let the defender disrupt his rhythm.
Lillard attacking. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you have to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Leonard. Two free. free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And, Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. And it also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
Back to Lillard. And the rejection by Leonard.
Another example of Kawhi being the best defender in the league.
Pass to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
To the middle. Here's Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, the high basketball IQ is showing up. I mean, moving the ball to the open man.
Now, here is Ibaka. He's guarded by McCollum. Trailblazers trailed by 3.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Lillard left side. And Nurkic has it in the corner. And he hits it to tie the game up. Nurkic has got 5.
What good positioning by Nurkic. I mean, he has his shot all picked out. Just needed that feed.
Down low. Over to the wing. The three-pointer, no good. And here's Portland. Lillard with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. And now we've got the intentional foul.
First personal.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So timeout called here. The first for Portland.
Yeah, whether it's on the court or in the booth, Dame Lillard will face the fire and compete. And watch what you say. Those people in the season.
Laser dancers. Make a little noise.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
And there have always been those opponents, Chris, you don't want to fire up. I think Lillard is in that category, right?
They say don't poke the bear. Name's not the loudest, but he will answer. Better push him to say
Foul. Kawhi Leonard.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Second team foul. At the line.
First one falls for him.
It's been great to see Damian Lillard get the recognition he deserves. This is a non-stop difference maker for his team, and that should always be.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
And how many players have ever notched multiple 60-point games? The list? Wilt, Jordan, Kobe, Elgin Baylor, James Harden, Damian Lillard.
And finished off by Nurkic.
Rising off the ground with such intensity. And when Nurkic is this close, he wants to slam it down.
Now here's Leonard. Outside for Jackson. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Assisted by
Jackson's got 5 points so far.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Portland.
Back to Lillard. That's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Third team foul.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
Oh, he's never rattled at the strike. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
In the corner, George with it. Back to Ibaka. To the paint. Outside for George. Off target with his three. Lillard from outside. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Portland. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, governing the split-second chance opportunities. I mean, that's what has to be the lead right now.
Jackson misses. Portland leading by 6. Inside, Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. Here's Snell. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. 3 on the clock.
An elite rim protector. Ibaka has the highly desired combination of athleticism and timing.
And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Clippers. The dive for the ball. That's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Greg, you know a thing or two about being a floor general. It's no longer just a traditional guard role.
Not at all. Now there are point forwards, even point centers, and an offense doesn't have to run through the backcourt anymore. You look at guys like LeBron and Jokic, it's a different game.
Now, here's Nurkic. He's got 9. For 3, Covington. McCollum, no good. Clippers trailed by 10. Leonard with no one around. Good on the three-point shot. Leonard's got 5.
And you have to get out on Leonard. His three-point shot is lethal.
Pass to Nurkic. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Trailblazers.
They've carried out a great game plan in the paint so far, working it down low a lot and getting high percentage looks.
Now here's Lillard. 11 points in the game. The 3. Nurkic can't hit.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would.
And an intentional foul right there.
That's his first personal. First team foul.
Here's George. Pass to Ibaka. And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell.
Tony Snell.
That's his first foul.
That's his first personal. Second team foul.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Leonard inside. Outside for George. 5 on the clock. There's Jackson with the 3.
It's great to see Leonard working on his defense. It's part of his game that he's going to tighten up on.
To the wing right side. Shot's good by McLemore. McLemore's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers.
Even a blind squirrel finds an acorn once in a while, right? I did not think that was going on.
Drops in the layup for 2.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
Oh, man, so unselfish. He's doing a great job creating for others and making pinpoint passes.
LA foul.
And there was a slight panic in L.A. when Kawhi opted out of his deal. It quickly went away as Kawhi signed a new one with the Clippers. The Clippers can build knowing Kawhi is in it for the long haul. Always nice to know you have a star that you can win with.
And the basket by Lillard.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's George. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide-open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
Here's Nurkic. Now a timeout called by Portland.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's see it, fans. Your Blazer dancer.
.110 left to play here in the half. Nance with no one around. Portland again missing. Clippers trail by 12. Now Leonard. He's got 5. Into the lane. Powell pulls it in.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Out to Nance. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, yeah, Morris is just a tremendous shooter. He has great touch from beyond the arc.
Here's Simons. No good. Shot missing. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
Paul George.
And look how quick on the draw George is. The moment he's got the ball, he's in motion for the shot.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers. With their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back after this break. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Now, here's George. To the inside. It's stolen by Ibaka. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. Still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Ibaka down low. Back to Leonard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Leonard's got 7.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of it.
And Nurkic gets it to go.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime.
That's his first personal. First team foul. Now the lineup for your Trailblazers.
George looking over the floor. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 9 points in the game so far.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half. And we all know what George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
A 3-ball. Rebound by the Trailblazers. It's Nurkic, top of the key. Kicks it out to McCollum. It's stolen by Ibaka. And here's the fast break. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Wow, and Morris just trucking it down the court, showing the real desire to finish it in transition.
And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Lillard with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his second personal. First team foul.
To the paint. Here's Covington. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Covington's got his second basket of the game.
It's easy to admire Covington. Even when the defense gets rough with him, he stays with him.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
We're just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Now here's Jackson. He has 5. 4 on the clock. Ibaka for 3. Trailblazers leading by 6. Pass to Nurkic. Lots of room. Can't get it to go. Shooting 47% on 7 of 15 attempts. Outside Leonard. It's good from long range. Leonard's got 10 points in the game.
There you see why you want the ball in Jackson's hands as much as possible. He can clearly set the table.
And the 3-ball is good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Now here's Leonard. 10 points for him. Outside for George. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
To have a knockdown three-point shooter with George's size and skill gives Coach a lot of options on the offensive end.
Here's Lillard. He's got 13. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal, second team foul.
Stolen by McCollum. Covington wide open. He fires. And the Trailblazers another 3.
Can't be too far off Covington. He's skilled at sizing up the defense and firing once he gets it.
Right side, Leonard. In the corner, George with it. Oh, wide open look here for Ibaka. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And I like the decision making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
Oh, yeah, and that's just a good read on his part. And as usual, his mid-range jumper is on point.
And Leonard gets it to go.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
Doesn't have to break stride at all, thanks to the money lead pass.
the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Portland heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the... The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Portland leading by 7. Lillard, right side. And the rejection by Ibaka. And that's an intentional foul.
C.J. McCollum. That's his second personal, first team foul.
Outside Jackson. From deep three-point range. From beyond the arc and then some.
For 3.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure what this guy was in the first half.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And Robert Covington picks up the foul.
That's his second.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Trailblazers on D. Got a piece of it.
He committed just one turnover in the first half, and now it seems like they just keep on coming. You got to get a handle on that ball.
Back to Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. Shot clock at 6. Count it. And now it's an 8-point Trailblazer lead. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Blazers.
They played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game, and they've got the still to prove.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Capable of getting it done from anywhere. I mean, Lillard is adept at getting to his spots and finding his rhythm.
The shot off that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Assisted.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Lillard with the bucket.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Third personal.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Outside Leonard. Stolen by McCollum.
Intelligent defense. He reads the play. Gets himself in the perfect position to come up with the steal.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You can't be too physical with Covington. He's tough. He's athletic, and he knows how to force the issue.
At the line for your Trailblazers.
Free throw drops for Covington. And at 6'7" with a 7'2" wingspan, Robert Covington, Greg, comfortable guarding power forwards.
Well, he's accustomed to it. In high school, he was the same height, but only weighed 170 pounds. Even then, his coach said he was weak, but he wasn't soft.
Now, every team in the league can use a guy like Covington. He's a two-way player that never complains about it.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Oh, great instincts, relentless. Seems like he's getting to every miss.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And Leonard puts it up from deep three. And the Clippers miss again.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
That's his third personal. Second team foul.
Portland with the ball. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Pass to McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Oh, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
It's McCollum on the wing. Nurkic trying to get open. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
you're heartless, darling, oh. But I about rest it, solved it. Say what you really mean, take it softer. I looked you in your eyes, it was over. Cause when I really needed you the most, yeah, you were gone then, that summer. But I can't beat that, and this ain't by design. I adore you, I really wanna be there, this ain't by design, girl. Take it softer, you know I'm out my mind, girl. Don't make this harder. Come and light my fire, baby. How much longer till December? Say what you really mean. Take it softer. I looked you in your eyes, it was over. Cause when I really needed you the most, yeah, you were gone then, that summer. But I can't beat that, and this ain't by design. I adore you, I really wanna be there, this ain't by design, girl. Take it softer, you know I'm out my mind, girl. Don't make this harder. Come and light my fire, baby. How much longer till December? Say what you really mean. Alright. 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 Alright.
Close the hood, grab the keys, baby, who you tryna please? Push the pedal, spin the wheels, I know how to make you feel. Baby, I ain't playing games, just shut the door and pump the brakes.
Alright. 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 Alright.
Close the hood, grab the keys, baby, who you tryna please? Push the pedal, spin the wheels, I know how to make you feel. Baby, I ain't playing games, just shut the door and pump the brakes. close the hood, grab the keys, baby, who you tryna please? Push the pedal, spin the wheels, I know how to make you feel. Baby, I ain't playing games, just shut the door and pump the brakes.
Don't mind me. I say don't mind me. Yeah. Don't mind me, I'm doing okay. Got some more money, showing my own bank. See all this fashion, you know I got tape. See that you mad from the look in your face. You know me, they know I don't play. Look up to me like I'm a saint. I'm a superhero without a cape. Tryna make it and just go out of state. In the studio, just cooking up beat. My word is a fire hazard. Be talking this is monster ugly, cause they need some dampers. Who only good to my household. Gotta treat these women with man. To have a full house, draw me in the house. Tryna help her like Danny Chan. Ain't worry about them no more. Ain't worry about me no more. Why they playing these streets some more? I'ma worry about how I grow. Can't shit with me if we not same boat. My friends and they on my phone. You don't know who to trust no more. Can I trust anyone at all? Run up these digits, I gotta. I'm on a mission, I got a vision. Keep myself distant, stay on my business. I'm living, I'm sipping. I'm different, move different, move different. Yeah, I don't know, like them present for Christmas. I want it all like my holiday wish. What I got on limited edition. Got so much dread, like I went fishing. Entertain my woman now. I just keep my woman in good condition. Multiplying money, don't do the vision. Can I live without this? Why I'm addicted. Suing time when I'm talking that business. All the stories I be hearing be fiction. Don't mind me. Why you so focused on me? Worry about your bread, cause I'm getting to this green. Be thinking they top of these, they really don't know. Just know what I'm about it. Know I hope. My bank account hefty, pockets is hefty. I'm in good shape. You looking bad shape. Better get your straight. Don't mind me, I'm doing okay. Got some more money, showing my own bank.